Alrighty, sixth grade artists. I had a few students that requested for a tutorial on how to create bubble letters for our name tag. One of the first things I have to say is we are going to start drawing pretty loosely. I think what I see a lot of students do is draw so structured, but what I want you to do is really loosen up. If you want to start over on the back side of this, feel free to. The biggest key is to draw lightly at first. Super, super light when you're drawing your letters. So, before I even get started with that, I want to make sure that I have enough space on my name tag for my entire name. So, what I did is I actually drew out my name. You're going to do your first name, okay? So, if I write out my name on a separate sheet of scratch paper, I need to figure out where the middle of my name is. So 3 letters in, H is the middle. That's what I am going to use right in the middle of my paper as my H to start. I'm going to draw that lengthwise pretty big. And again, I'm drawing super, super light and just loosening up how I'm holding the pencil. This is more like drawing than it is like writing. So you have to remember that, loosen up a little bit. So after I have my H drawn, then I have to go in and fit 3 letters on this side and 3 letters on the other side. I'm going to start off with the last part of my name. I've got my L. Again, drawing loosely, just barely touching the paper. Then my letter K. I can make my K kind of go over and around my L if I want that to look kind of fun. So you can play around with the placement of your letters. And then finish up with the letter E. Then I have to go back and do the front of my name, so adding an A and my T, making sure I have room for the S. Okay, so what do I do after I have my name drawn out normally? I have to think about what symbols I'm going to incorporate while I'm actually sketching. So before I create my bubble letters, I need to think to myself, okay, what are some symbols that I feel represent me? We talked in class about how a paintbrush would represent me as an artist. So I see right here I can use the H or the side of the L and create a paintbrush there. So I'm going to transform this line into a paintbrush on the other side. So I'm going to go in and create the base of the paintbrush, and then this will be the top. And you can go in and erase part of your letters. You don't have to keep it so structured. If you want to transform the edge of your shape into something, go right ahead and have fun with that. So I've got my paintbrush. You get to decide what parts turn into a symbol and what don't. So I could keep it simple and maybe not do a symbol in the middle. And I'm just going around the original word or letter that I created, right? Then I can go in and erase my original lines once I'm done with that. So if I want to do a bubble letter, I'm going completely around. If I want to do a bubble letter, I'll do kind of a curved edge. If I want a block letter, I'll do a straight edge. So this is more of a bubble letter, right? Then I can go back and erase the original part of the letter. For my L, I'm going to think of something that could represent me as a person. So I really like drawing. So what I might do is transform my L into a drawing pencil. So this will be the end of the pencil, and then it'll kind of bend into the pencil. Add the eraser up at the top, add the little part where the lead is, and then I already have that part of the L, so now I just have to go in and draw around my original letter to create the rest of it. Now I have my really fun looking L. For The letter K, I'm just trying to think of other things that represent me. So one of the things that I love to do in the summer is I like to go swimming. I love the beach. I love traveling to tropical places. Trying to think of what else. I love four-wheeling, snowmobiling. Think about the things that really interest you, right? So I have another straight edge here. Could I transform this into maybe a palm tree? So I'm going around the letter that I created, and then maybe I could have some fun creating some leaves and doing a palm tree on there. I could go off the edge of the page a little bit if I want. Then I can go back and erase that part of my letter that I started with. I could have these be little splashes of water, since I love the water in the summer. That's one of my favorite places to be. Let's do just a normal letter A so I can show you how to do these bubble letters a little bit better. So I have my letter A. I'm going to start at the top and go around the letter completely. So I'm going around the letter A. And then I need to make the little triangle in the middle and go on the inside of the A too. Just like that. After I'm done, you'll see my bubble letter. Then I can go back and erase the original lines that I drew. After you're done with all your letters, could you go in and add more symbols behind your name tag? Absolutely. Have fun with that. So I could make maybe a volleyball back here since I love playing volleyball. I love hockey, so maybe I could transform my letter T into a hockey stick. And I love the Blackhawks, so maybe I could do the bottom of the T as the feathers that you see on the Blackhawk logo. Could put a little hockey puck on there too if I wanted. My letter S, since I'm an art teacher, I could do this really fun. First I can create my block letter by going around the letter, erasing what I originally had in there, and I could transform this into like paint, so it could be a rainbow type thing in here. That could be kind of fun. Kind of like that. Have some of them kind of blending into each other. And then I could do a different color in each of those stripes would be kind of fun. My dad and I love working on cars together, so I might turn this into a wrench for the E. Now I know this can be overwhelming because I've had a lot of experience drawing, so some of these things come really easy to me as I'm thinking about them. It might be kind of tough at first to think about all of these different symbols. So I can continue going in and adding different patterns and fun details to this once I have an idea of what symbols I'm adding. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should have 10 on there, so I just have to do a little bit more thinking about what other symbols I can include in there. My favorite food is a taco, so maybe I could transform, part of my letter into a taco, I could maybe do the bottom of my letter H here. I can see that's kind of in a circular half circle shape like a taco. I can transform that. Put some texture on there since tacos have a texture. Put the meat and tomatoes and the lettuce and all of the good things in life that we like to put on our food, right? So have some fun with this and add as many symbols as you can.